experiential session, and the floor belongs to Dr. Kumbar. Sir, please.
Thank you, Professor Parthu, and very good afternoon to all of you, and welcome back to this particular session, post-tea session. So this session is on, as you all know, it's on library service platform and innovative library services and promotions. So we have 6 presenters in all in this particular session. I hope all the presenters are here, and we'll go in sequence, and I'll follow the pattern set by my previous chairperson. Okay, so I think without wasting much time, let's begin, and each presenter will get about 12 minutes time, and we will have 3 minutes for question answer session. And my request to all the presenters is to stick to their time, and and also request to audience to actively participate in the discussions. So with this brief, may I now request the first presenter, Sadbir Chauhan and Kandaswamy. Sadbir is with Ashoka University. You have been seeing him around. They've been making presentation here. Kandaswamy is a research scholar at the University of Delhi, and he is a research scholar in library and information science. So over to you now. Yeah. So, who's Kandaswamy?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Good evening to everyone. Shall I proceed, sir?
Yeah, please go.
Thank you, sir. My name is Kandaswamy, and I am pursuing PhD in DU. And other my co-author is Sadbir Chauhan, working in Asoka, and one of my co-author from Saktivel from GA Institute. In this experiential sessions, so we did explored and we did experience, then finally we got some results. I am coming to the point how the future of library is open, and earlier experience of new open source library services platform. If you are observing this topic, it's look like a very simple, and if you are observing like a technical point of view, it will be a little different. For example, the FOLIO full form is Future of Libraries Open. That is, I want to say that how the FOLIO and earlier experience with the new open source library services platform. By this presentation, I am hopefully make you to how the future of library is open. End of this session, you will know. For these presentations, we Sadbir's slide is not moving. Slide is not moving. It is in sir already.
Okay. Outline, yeah. It's not moving there. Okay.
Still, it's not moving.
So you remove this.
Yeah, thank you. By these presentations, I am going to. It's moving fast. It's moving fast. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Is that okay?
So it's not coming here.
What's the issue? It's
Okay,
coming.
I will come through this. Here it's Computer it's not working. I can come through this way, okay. What we did, we founded some problem with ILS. ILS means integrated library system. And what is the, according to that problem, and we move towards why it's need for LSP. LSP is the newly emerging concept, library services platform. According to that, then what we did, we first explore it. Then finally we got the experience it. Then we came to know about that some of the findings. And those findings I am going to discuss with you all. And some of the limitations are available here. In that, I want to say that the Darwin's renowned theory, survival of the fittest, in that theory not only applicable for life science, it also applicable for each and every field, and library science is not an exception on that. So that the survival of the fittest in library science, I want to say that we have to adapt, otherwise we will going to be extinct. Due to that adapting in the concept, I want to say that in the technologically adapting, it will give you more result and making more attracting the users. And it will impact in the fifth law of library science. Library is the growing organism. And it's given by our father of library science. After this, we came to in two problems. One is we discussed about the budget problem, which is every library currently facing. The second problem is that there are a number of software we are using in the library. Those software like ILMS for institutional repository, for learning content management, and discovery services and identification provider. So we are using different software. I want to say that there should be a single platform should provide this service. So that I am going to discuss about why it's needed for LSP. After that, the first problem is going to be solved through the open source. It is the one of the solution for to solve budget problem is open source. So first concept started by Richard Stallman by GNU projects. Later then there is a concept came for open source initiative. Then the concept emerged for Koga in ILS. Then finally it came for the library services platform. That concept is basically it's representing for Marshall Breeding given this concept. I will explain the concept what is that LSP. And finally the FOLIO, the first version going to be released in the 2019. Now it's 4 years past. I want to emphasize that the budget and the software it's interlinked, so that because the manpower, money and the mission is involving for all those things. So it is only the solution is that budget problem open source will also going to be help us. That is I want to convey here. The second thing is the computers and the internet, how much bring together us and how much making the more involvement on that next generations. It's also reshaped the libraries in terms of technologically. For example, all routine work is nowadays doing through the technology only. And the in-house operation is carrying out. It's collectively called, the term is integrated library system. The past 3 decades, if you are observing, there are a number of software is existing. In that, I want to say that some of the software is getting more popular like a Koha. Some of the software is getting obsolete due to lack of updates. And basically, the software is having having interaction with each other like a relational database with a user interface. This two is interacting and make the process for in the ILS system. And it's having the limited or less functionality over there. But and other than that, I want to convey that this legacy of software what is bringing, there is a print resources usually managed in the ILS system. But when the concept is emerging like a digital era, or you can say like a digital environment, then there is we have to move towards the more advanced level. For that, the ILS not that much fulfilling that I want to convey here. And there is a architecture which is available in the ILS. There is a monolithic architecture and a single base code used to be run. So the diagram will be expressed what is how is the monolithic architectures. And the second I want to the last one I want to convey that there is need for a single platform which can help to manage the library in the fruitful way. That is one of the options. I want to say that the library services platform, it means it support all the format, especially for the e-resources. And other than that, this platform fulfill all the requirement of the library. And also I want to say that it is like loosely coupled architectures which can help the all the services in the very effective way to manage it. and it will make the modern library system. And I want to point out that the Parthasarathi Mughapatyaya professors, sir has mentioned one time that there is a service when we are, there is service when we need it. That time what we used to be do, we search in the single window search, or there is a discovery services needed. So same like that, there is a single platform can able to manage the, all the software in the one platform. That is called a library services system, library service system. That is I want to convey here. The next thing is I want to say that the one of the open source LSP library service platform is FOLIO. This is only we are explored, and then finally we got to experience all that. This is a platform which is extensively built by micro architectures, and it's also developed collaboration under the vendors and librarians and developers. It is not only limited to for only for print resources. It will be adapted for all the resources. So I earlier mentioned the monolithic architecture is like that. One client is communicating with each other. Then the data access layer communicates with the database. Then finally, what used to speak up, and there is a business logic used to be communicated the mediator for communicating the data link layer. It is the linear process, which is like a closely coupled architectures. But this architecture is currently available in the ILS. But I want to say that the microservice architecture, which is available in the FOLIO, it is look like when the client is communicating each other, then there are a API gateway help to create the new services, which the services help to make the people to whatever the service we want according to our convenience, we can develop by the developers and the operations. And this collectively called the microservices. We can say these services is like highly functional cohesion. We can say each other it will helpful to when we are doing the when we are exploring, or when we are doing the services, it will more cooperate with us. That is I want to say that each service is having its most beneficial thing is each service is having its own database. Its previous one is monolithic architecture having only one database for all the modules, but this microservice architecture having the own module for each services. That is the most beneficial thing to accessibility for this FOLIO. Then other than that, I want to say that FOLIO individually, if I want to FOLIO architecture how it is, the UL toolkit helps to make the according to our need, we can make the user interface. Then after that, there is a core apps are there. That is usually a routine, what is like a cataloging, classification, all those work carried out there. Then finally, other apps are there. That is used to be do like institutional repository, learning content management, all those things we can carry out here. Finally, the FOLIO gateway is there. That is used to be separate for the communication between the each services, and we can also say it is a tenant separations. This is collectively called as a platform. And if you are taking the FOLIO app only, there is some other sub services are there. Then there is a interoperability options are there. These are the interoperability. Today also the ma'am is discussing about knowledge bases, all those things which I can explain well, but there is a time constraint. I am not explaining these are options. But I want to convey that the interoperability means it's the software which can accessible in the different places with the core app also. That is I want to say here. There is some more options are also features and options are available. That is for consistently accessibility of user interface, and the FOLIO community also is there, like a Coca community, and it's having a huge flexibility is there. And the codex metadata is there, like a bibliographical data for managing purpose, and it is a very user-friendly cloud base is there. This user-friendly cloud base is with a high-level security, and it's having the high-level resistance also. So this is the most benefit for within this FOLIO app. And what we did, we compared after that we compared this Koha with FOLIO for the example, because Koha is more popular nowadays. Due to that, then we found it, all the modules except OPAC, it's available in the apps. Then other than that, there are other options like electronic resource management. Extensively microservice for API is available in the FOLIO. And there is a institutional repository, EDT, and discovery, other services, and open access, e-usage, everything you can get it. This open access, not normal open access. What are the journal is open access publishing in the www domain, that you can get it and you can compare, and according to your need we can store in our database. That is I want to tell that. And what till that we are explored it, then finally what happened, after exploring that we started to install it, and the installation is very easy, and this is a Vagrant version. This version is helpful to install. Only 4 steps are there. We used the command prompt with the virtual machines. The finally installed. After that, how we are installing that video is going to be play. This work is be done within 3 months, because we got the time period for 3 months to experiential session. Due to that, we are explored this much. There is some more things are there is a time, there is more options are there to explore it. We will do later. Please play that video. Automatically preloading. Then once preloaded, then localhost it will be opened from this. Localhost 300. This background will be open. Then after login, then it will come the folio. All the features which you are commonly available in the ILS, it's available. Other than that, there is a n number of features. The search filter is there. According to that, we can filter it. And there are a interactive dashboard also is there. The usage also is there. And a number of app we can create according to our need. The counter statistics we used to be get from InflickNet, same counter statistics within this app it's available. This interactive dashboard is more attractive, because whatever the things we are typing, and according to that we will get immediate result. Then we no need to go for a procedure this and that. We will get it very easily to smoothly install it, whatever the things we need. For ARM agreement, after that we need e-resource management especially is coming. There are a n number of options are available. Once you are exploring it, you will be get to know about that. Due to time constraint, I am not exploring other modules. After that, we came to find out some of the things I want to discuss by exploring in these experiential sessions. Like this folio is giving the lots of choice-oriented service, and it's help to manage all the softwares in a single platform, which no need for we need to subscribe separately, or I want to say maintain separately. And in the budget constraint, it is the best things to install. We have to move towards the open source, and it's so far ahead from the current integrated library system in terms of architectures, in terms of feature sticks, and it's a futuristic products also. And we have to acknowledge that the growing this technology, And there is only one problem, big problem is there is a commercial vendors involving for the, it's affecting the open source concept. And after this finding, we came to know every software which is existing in the presently, it will take a little, it is having the little pro and cons is there. So some of the limitations I want to say that when who having the sound technology in the software only they can implement this, and there is a need for high resource requirement. For example, it's need 24 GB RAM itself, and a minimum 350 GB SSD hard disk it should be there, and 8 core CPU is there, and more depending on commercial vendor to install it. That's a big issue. And it's having the less localizations, like India having a number of language. According to that, we can't able to utilize this software. And after that, yeah, everyone used to be say like, yeah, the current ILS is accommodating lots of things. Yeah, everyone used to be say, we have the features, we having, it's going to be LSP, it's going to be. But I want to communicate that, yeah, it may be having, but sometimes it's going to be get some problem or some stuck in something, then we will get to know about that, we did a mistake on that. So for that I am saying already existing, inbuilt for that purpose only, we can use that software, it will more helpful for that. I want to convey that. And another thing is, if you are observing, for example, if I am saying this, Koga is like a, it's nowadays getting popular or whatever things, I am not against with the Koga, but I am saying that, yeah, it's Koga also it's coming out, but this is also coming out. Koga took 25 years to get the trust within the library LS community. I want to say that this is emerged in 2019 first version, now 4 years over. Within these 4 years, it's got more than 100 libraries start to install it all over the world. And mainly, I want to say that the Library of Congress is moved towards this software only. And Australian National Library also moved towards this software. So that I am saying it will take some time to make that trust over there. And another one more point is I want to convey that we are seeing this artificial intelligence concept over here. Yeah, I agree it. We are library, we have to move towards AI, all those things. But same thing, if currently if you are observing that there is a theoretical discussion is going on, some more implementation is happening, like a morning they are discussed about ISI is doing this AI concept. Many presenters who is presented AI related, but it's in the practical mode. Same thing I want to convey here, it is in the practical mode. In future, it may be going to be. See, whatever we are not supporting for something is good is coming, who will going to be supported, how it will going to be evolved. That is the main concept I want to say. And one more thing is that, yeah, there is a one problem everyone used to be say, folio don't having the opaque. But I recently I came to know about that. The Stanford University is also installed this Koga, and they are doing very well exploring. They are installed by their own, and they recently they started to search work. There is opaque. This is currently using for a different library in India. Geo Institute only using. Everyone used to say, yeah, I am agree that in future it will going to be implemented. That is I want to communicate. Then then there is. The future of library will going to be open, how it will be, the availability of features and the functionality and the flexibility. According to that, the future of library is going to be open. It will make a more sustained for present generation and future generation. I want to convey this presentation over here. And I thank you very much providing this opportunity. And I want to thank to Kumbar sir for last session, we did online session. So Kumbar sir and Dr. Nabigasan sir, Parthasarathi sir, everyone gave the suggestions. According to that, we improved a lot in this slide. I am personally thank them because if they are not saying those things, and it's not easy to improve this much level. These are the reference. And acknowledging that I am used to many resources from various places I took, and I am acknowledging YouTube. I am acknowledging from all the websites, pictures. Acknowledging all the research community. Thank you so much for providing this opportunity to me. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Kandasamy and his co-authors. Excellent effort by these three youngsters. So the key message here is that we need to get ready to move from library management system to LSP. And there are at least a couple of systems in the market, and And FOLIO is one among them as far as the open source is concerned. So, yeah, open for questions. So we would be happy to have questions, comments, or any suggestions or observations. Yeah.
Yeah, hello. Any good software, open source software, successful because of this, it has good community or good forum. So Folio has that community or community support system for any problem or issues, or local level customization is possible in the Folio. Please elaborate.
Yeah. There is a special interesting group is started all over the world individually. In India also, India now only its talk is going on. But other places it's having the special interesting group which is the LIS community, which they can give the suggestions like a Koha is how they having the full community. That's why in the one slide some more features. One of the point I mentioned, the Folio having own community.
Okay.
Yeah.
And any local level customization is
Yeah, that's
possible? You
having
have
little
did?
problem.
That's why we have shown the limitation of localization. But it has vast community. I mean, if you will explore, you will find out that its beauty is only the community, the Folio.